Good morning. It's Racer here, aka Doug, and we are exploring the new update on Gran Turismo 7. It's been a while since we did a Gran Turismo update video. Gran Turismo 7. And we are just going to give a quick look and see what it's like. We went on, yesterday or whatever it was and purchased the cars and everything, but here it is. And get some look at some of the cars. The Alpha, which is a kind of a disappointment. Would have been nice to have the GTA Alpha, the real racing car, and all these are road cars. This Maverick, which is a SEMA award winner, and Maverick was a cool car back in the 70s. I think my family had a Maverick. One of my brother-in-law has a Maverick. I think he's got a Maverick, all hopped up, and then the Nismo Skyline R32. I think a lot of people were wanting this car and why they didn't have it, but now we have two R32s at different trim levels, option packages. So, and then we'll watch the trailer. Let's quickly see if the trailer pops up, so we can watch it with everybody else, because that seems what everyone does. And let's see if it streams. Let's see if it's copyrighted or what. It may not be able to stream on top of a stream or something. Yeah, it's not going to let me do it. So anyway, so again, let's go back to this. Again, I haven't really explored any of this. I did buy the cars, so you get a couple new extra menus in the cafe, new options. There's engine swaps available for purchase in GT Auto, so you can just buy the engine swaps. They're not cheap. That's just, you can't sell your engine swaps, which would have been nice, because a lot of people, for some odd reason, have like lots and lots of them. I mean, it could be nice to have a couple of each engine swap, but I don't see why I need 15 or 20 of a certain engine. Well, I don't know how that happened. And then there's the ultimate parts available in the whatever this one is. I can't remember what this is anyway. Where you buy parts and stuff, so that's cool. Again, you don't have to worry about acquiring these on the wheel of agony. So some of these parts are kind of surprising how cheap they are, like carbon shaft. Yeah, the carbon shaft. Yeah, $4,500. I guess it depends on the car. And some of these aren't going to be available because you have to, I guess, go up in the it's like a level up. You have to rank up that part upgrade to get to that level to buy that. So that's what I would assume. Unfortunately, they have not. I don't think any of the cars you purchase them in the Legends Cafe. Some cars popped up. New cars. I'll have to buy that one. It's really expensive. I think it was expensive in sport. Need to buy that one, but it's not kind of worth it because I think it's like an engine. It's like a parts ticket, 6-star ticket. I think some of these cars, they're all over here in the used car lot, so it's not difficult to get them. There's the Julia again. We already purchased it, and there's the R32 Nismo. 400,000 seems like a lot to me, but maybe it's not. I can't remember. Maybe they had the other one in here. Usually they'll pop up for sale. The regular R32 is not for sale right now. But take a look at the cars. I have this Nismo already, so let's just see what's available with it. So we'll go to GT Auto. So we can do engine swaps over here, and I don't have an engine. There's no engine to swap to. So like I said, I just purchased now. It's got a car customization. See what we can do with this car. Obviously, wheels, paint color, custom parts in front. It's got the typical front splitters, fascias, whatever you want to call them. Sides, just typical ones that they probably have on the other car. I don't like this giant diffuser thing. I wish they could do something a little bit more conservative. I mean, that's like dramatically like race car, and it's not a race car. Wings, and wings are okay. I think some of the wings they could do better with. Racing items, obviously, it's the standard. Yeah, I don't like the fact you can put a roll cage in it, but it's still got all the street car parts to it. I wish they would change that to where when you do weight reduction, it starts taking parts out of the car, like the passenger seat and the back seat and other things, to make it look more like a race car versus a road car with a roll cage in it, which is what everybody does. Anyway, so that's that car. And we'll go to the tuning shop and see. I just bought this car, so I think you have to upgrade these parts. So, like if you want to do bore up, I think. Yeah, so you can't get to these yet because you have to buy the other superchargers, the other parts. This car doesn't have a supercharger, so I guess you have to work your way up to. I don't know. Let's see what it says. It doesn't say anything. Yeah, so you gotta work up to stage 5 from 1, 2, 3, and 4. So anyway, the other cars, you can see we already bought these. And they should be at the top of the menu. So here's a Maverick. If you can hear it, it's kind of cool. Like it's got the stickers on the window because it was nice motor sounds. Something they did from before. It sounds real good. Right, Jamka. Let's go to GT Auto. Let's see. See, I don't have an engine swap. I would have to buy one. Yeah. I have plenty of engines. So customization for this car. Probably pretty custom parts. Only the wing. No wing. It looks stupid. Good stock one looks really good. I mean, this car looks really good. Very well done. No racing items, other parts, light bulb, obviously, stuff, license plate. You can add a license plate. I don't know why you do that. And that's it. That's pretty much it. That car. There's one thing I wanted to show that I wish they would have done on another car. So that we haven't done an update video in a couple of updates. And here's the Julia. Sounds like a, what is this, a 50s? 67. 67, so it sounds like it's got a 6-cylinder, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure if we went to, it doesn't say, it never says on this. I would assume it's probably like a straight 6 or something like that. Who knows? Anyway, let's go back out, see what parts this one has you can put on it. And let's see if there's any engine swaps. I already have engine swaps. Huh? Yeah, see, I have to. And there's supposed to be new engine swaps available too. I mean, every update they add engines, but some custom parts front. Nope. You can take the bumper off. That's interesting. I guess it's start getting into like a rally car or a Mille Miglia car. So yeah, you can take the bumpers off. It's interesting. Wing. That's a nice little wing. Racing items, just standard. Put a roll cage in it. Hood pins. What kind of hood pins? Yeah, bolts like those. It's very period correct. Versus the flush ones. At least that's front grill. 3000. It's interesting. Makes the car look completely different, doesn't it? For how much? 3000. That's not bad. So, and that's pretty much that. I'm sure a lot of people have done liveries for those. I don't know what else they did. Excuse me. That sneezes. They did add new scapes. Enter the scapes at National Stadium. So this is interesting. I don't know why they have this there. Has to be a reason. There's always a reason why they add an area like this. I think it's because the Olympics. The Olympics they added. That's probably where they want to hold them or something. I guess. The escape locations are just beautiful. I mean, really, it's amazing that you can just add a car to these, and it looks like you would never know. I mean, it's pretty amazing. That England. And some ones they've added before. I think some of these other ones get everybody dizzy. And something I did want to show. Here it is. And change car. Where is it at? Here with the new. And they've probably done this in a couple cars, but in Mercedes it's pretty obvious. And I liked what they did here, and I wish they would have done it with the BMW M6, because for those who create liveries, custom parts. So with this car, you can just buy the fog lights. Okay, that's it. You can just add them, and let's see, I can just add them to. This is I can just add them. Yes, I want to fit this part. So this livery was done by my friend Dirk Decabo. He makes bestliveries.com. He does liveries. He can do custom liveries for you. And his DTR Decabo. Diaco, I think it's Diaco. Yeah. So he gets several different names. Anyway, he did this livery for the Nürburgring 24 they just had. So it is pretty darn close to being perfect. There's a couple little things that stand out. One's the number, but this is his livery, and he's a good friend, so we slapped it on after he did it. So I think somebody he knows made all the graphics for this car in real life, so he had access to all of these graphics through them, and somehow a lot of people have them anyway. But anyway, back to the car. The point of this thing was that with the BMW M6, there are two versions in the game. One's the Sprint, and one's the Endurance. So the Endurance is based off of the Walkenhorst number 24 car, and it has the front fog lights and the fender grills or whatever you want to call them. So when you go and make a livery for that car, you have to make two liveries. So depending on which one you want to use, you have to pick. Like, oh well, this one has the fog lights and this one has the fender grills. So it would be nice if they would have just, instead of having to buy two cars, because 450 credits. 450,000 credits, instead of having to buy two cars, if you could just buy those accessories for whatever 10,000 credits. This might seem a lot, but it's better than spending 450,000 to buy a whole new car when you can just buy those things and just add them in the car. And then that way you could have freed up that space in the marketplace. You don't need something like Brand Central. You can just go to Brand Central and take a look. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, it's pretty simple, pretty obvious. So you go over here. So here you have the Endurance model, and as you see, it has the fender vents, grills, gills, whatever you want to call it, and it's in a few other tiny little things. like a bunch of the wiring in the back and stuff like that. There's a couple. This is a direct modeling of this car in real life. This is a real car, a real, you know, digitized version of it. It had all these things. And it's a very predominant car. To say whether or not it won the 24, but this is the Sprint model. And it's basically what they run an IMSA, Sprint series. They run these without the. It doesn't have the fog lights, but they do keep the fender grills. They all have the fender grills, but no fog lights. Another thing with this one is no tire stickers. So this car you can't put Pirelli's tire stickers on it, but this car you can. Really weird. Another one of those things, those little things with polyphony. Why they do that, I have no idea. Why you can't put Pirelli tire stickers on all the cars. Specifically, like I say, you can put Pirellis on this one, but you can't put them on this one. No, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. You can't put them on this one, but you can put them on this one. It's weird. I don't know why. Which limits your authenticness, your detail to your livery. Kind of very, very upsetting. But let's see, what does that? I think this one's missing a couple of small details on the back. With the antennas and the extra things that they wear. It's got that extra window banner on the back window. There's a couple things missing that are on the other car. So, but I think it would have just been simple just to be able to buy those. And that's that. No new tracks. Nothing else. I haven't gone into lobby multiplayer. I don't know if there's anything that they changed in multiplayer. I thought there was something in there. I had to go in and read the actual patch notes. But, the game it's gotten better. I think there's still just things just pretty hard to deal with. I mean, I kind of stopped playing this game in lobbies because of the lag or the cross compatibility between PS4s and 5s. The lag is really bad. It makes the game unplayable. You just can't. Let's see. Let's create a room. So, don't think that anything has really changed. They still have tuning was the only thing that's really that I don't like. And then tune parts. Yeah, see, so that's something they added because they have these new parts. Yeah, so there's that. There's other things that BOP was the other thing. BOP. So you can still. I don't know why. On. Let's see, prohibited. There's another setting here that's available, and it's called restricted. And I think restricted means that it allows you to have your brake balance. And for race cars, you should have brake balance. And they had that once in one of their races. You've only seen it one time, and it was just after I think at the 3.1 update. They had it for one race, and it was just like it used to be on Gran Turismo Sport, where you had brake balance available in any car, in every car it was available. Every race, it was one thing that everybody asked: what brake balance you run? What's your brake balance? Because it's the only thing you change. Every once in a while, they'd have a tuning race, and then it would hairball. Because you can see when you go into the new time trials, you still have topless. I won't need 27. I put some time into it, but not a lot. The Fugu. Let me get back to that. So here, we'll go to the races. New races. I haven't really tried any of them, but when you go into car restrictions, this car settings specified. Usually it would said restricted, I think is what it was. And I think when you go in there, you quickly realize you don't have brake balance available. So I wish that, brake balance is one thing that can help you get better lap times. And a lot of people say, oh, well, it's tuning's not allowed. And it's like, well, it's not really tuning. I mean, technically it's tuning, and I guess that's the, a definition is, it is tuning, but it's not like it makes the car handle better. You're not changing the handling of the car. All you're doing is changing how the car behaves when you're on the brakes. Whether it turns in better or is more stable under braking. That's about all it does. You don't get brake wear. It affects your tire wear. And, because you're riding the front tires harder than you go the back tires. So, that's it. Don't really have much of anything left to say about this update. Go back and see what the update details. There's the cars. They added the 3 cars and a couple of new liveries. I don't understand this. I guess maybe. I think I have this car. I sold it to the DR10. Some new events for certain circuits, new escapes, and menus in the cafe, which we did already get because we added those 2 cars to our collection. Grand Central Museum entries. Tuning evaluation. Yeah, so if you tune a car and then you decide to sell it, then you put ultimate parts on it. So some of those cars that I have, I put the ultimate parts on them. So maybe now you'll get more money for them. Yeah, if you tune a car, I don't see why you would sell it. Ultimate Cali free practice. Sport free practice, but it's championships entries. So I wonder if that free practice is just the same setting. Like I used to be. I think you used to be able to practice with the same settings as the race. When you go in and practice, so that way you know how much fuel you were going to burn instead of going in and setting up your own private lobby. Daily races, and qualifying time rows for final races. So that's just controller settings. Oh yeah, these all controller setting stuff. Fix various text localization area. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. So, let's see. I think it's the championships. I hate who does that. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Let's go back out. Grand Central. I think that's what they mean. New liveries available. Toyota, of course, Toyota. All they do is ride Toyota's private parts on this one, because they always. Yeah, well, I think this was there before. That's the new one. Yeah, that's just the old one. That's the new livery. So I acquired both of these somehow. I guess maybe they're stock liveries I can add. I don't have 2 of these cars. I just have 1. And then there's the GR10. So yeah, this is what they did. They just added the new, let's just change the liveries. That's all. And then how do I have acquired it? How did I acquire this car? I think I had it. I think I acquired it. I sold it. Maybe if I can look at my, hello viewer. If it's not already me, it's probably me. But thank you for visiting if you are a new viewer or a subscriber. This is just a Dougie goes rambling on a GT7 update. Yeah, that's where I'm going. But no, I wish they would do that with that car. I mean, this is a really good car. I'm glad they added this car. It's what we passed over to, like many others. And we won't go down that Hot road. This is the manufacturer. Toyota. Let's drive. Yeah, so I don't have that car. I had it. I did acquire it, but then I sold it, so I guess it still counts. Yeah, but I had it and I sold it. So yeah, I don't need it. Because I didn't like it. I honestly didn't like it. It's not easy. It's as easy to drive as the Porsche. The Porsche is probably the best Group 1 car. I mean, in general, it's probably the best. And that's it. Yeah. Tuning parts necessary. So I have a lot of engines. That's lots of them. I've barely used any of them. So anyway, that's about all I have. I don't have anything else to. I don't got much to say about that. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Anybody likes anything? Oh, a couple of liveries. Oh, so maybe a BMW. I do more BMW liveries than anything. So, yeah. Yeah, see, the liveries already start to pop up. Yeah, those people are really good on the livery. I haven't done a livery in a long time. So, all right. Again, thanks everybody for watching. We will probably be on tonight and on ACC. That's probably what we'll be doing. Got a race with Lightspeed Stampede at Laguna Seca in the Porsche 992 GT3 Cup car. Get him out. Carrera Cup, one make spec series. And that's the car from it, and it's a handful. It's a really nice, wonderful car. It's a handful to drive. So, yeah. Yep. Huh. Oh, that's neat. Because that sticker is on the dashboard, right in the center console, right there. See, right at the bottom of the center console, that same. I guess that's the AMG factory sticker. That's what's on the hood of the car. Alpha block. Yeah. Things you learn. Anyway, all right. I don't have anything else. So, everyone, again, have a great day. Thanks for stopping in, checking everything out with me as we go through the new update, and we will catch you later. Bye.